Convert audio clip to MIDI. Wait, what? Oh.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars.
Okay, so Dan here, Max SPL Videos. Now, I am doing a dangerous experiment of being 2 or 3 beers in while recording a video, but I figured out that this works the way I thought it would. Because I was on my way home from work thinking about a piece of software that I have. And it's everything I hoped it could be. What I'm talking about is Mixcraft 10.5, to be specific. Now, Mixcraft is, if you caught a live stream I did at, well, a few days ago from when I'm recording this, who knows how long ago when you see this video. I like Mixcraft. It is a DAW that lets you do pretty much everything every other DAW lets you do. It lets you easily make loop-based music. It's really intuitive to record on, really intuitive to edit on. It's just overall, I just really like it. Now, one of the things they added was stems, or is stems. Again, beer involved today. Now, this song here, Night Sky by Lionel Casio Julia Majevic? Hoping I pronounced that properly. I will have links in the description because it is a royalty-free track and I wanted to use something royalty-free. Now, all well and good. If you're a regular old recording engineer, nothing about this is going to seem all that groundbreaking. And if you're a DJ, the first couple steps of this may seem eh.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars.
So we've got this track here. Now I can right click on it and it gives me some options, one of which is separate into stems. If you are, again, a DJ, you are used to this. Stems are ubiquitous. They just they're in everything. Every program has stems to varying degrees, right? At the time of recording this, I haven't used Rekordbox 7, but I hear Rekordbox has been a bit behind on stems. Engine DJ only has it in beta on like one piece of hardware, if my memory serves. Virtual DJ and DJ Pro are duking it out for first place. The stems on this program are not as good as either of those yet. But I still think every wedding DJ ever needs this program, and I will show you why. Now, I'm about to hit separate into stems. You will see, I'm going to move, no, I want to keep that where it is. I want to move me. You're going to see my system down here is about to go insane, and I'm going to turn into a clip show because this takes a lot of processing power, and this is my home gaming computer. Has a really good graphics card, not a very good processor, because that's just how gaming PCs are. Separated into stems. Now it shows here other instruments, bass, piano, drums, vocals. You can just knock a bunch of these out where it's like only thing it's separating out is the vocals and stuff. We're going to do the whole lot because we can. And watch those numbers spike. There they are. Next slide, please. Okay. Now, like I said, this is a just for reference sake. a 3rd generation Ryzen desktop. So unlike Virtual DJ, it doesn't take advantage of my graphics card, at least in whatever configuration I have. There might be a way to do that I'm unaware of. And now we have our stems separated. This is common, right? A lot of stems stuff is just full on public domain now, right? There's somebody, I can't remember which version of, I can't remember which one it was, but one open sourced it. I think they still have to pay the creator of it kind of thing, but anybody can use it as long as you pay type thing. I think that's how it works. I could be wrong, and I'm a few beers in, but I couldn't wait on this. So now we have our stems. That sounds exactly the same, except now just like anything on Virtual DJ, etc., there's a lot of programs that can do this. You know, whatever DJ software you have, you probably have a pad button you can click and do exactly what I just did, but a lot faster. However, it is nice to be able to drag this down and then I can export this out. And now I just have instrumental version. Cool. Because how many times has a wedding DJ had a couple say, hey, this is the song we want for walking down the aisle, but we don't want any lyrics. Done. Now, this is not the best stems separation I've ever heard.
See your stars, but the dark gets lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence. And the dark's all that I see when your stars have burnt out.
It's pretty good, but you can even see at the beginning here, there are some leftover stuff. So you want to go in and edit some of this out if you're doing this in a, paid situation. But here's the rub. Here's where it all ticks off into everybody should have this program. So we had separate into stems. We also have convert audio clip to MIDI. Takes a little less time. It's still some time. And now we have an audio. And now we have a MIDI clip here. Now, again, we've got this obnoxious stuff at the beginning. I'm going to leave it just for the sake of this. If I was doing this for a couple, I would go in and fix that. Now, I can mute this, and we'll solo this here. We now have a MIDI track of the vocal line. So I can go in here and I click on this. Now, this is just my stock stuff. Again, this is my home computer. Because of this, am going to get a better processor for this computer so I can screw around with this at my leisure here in my household. But oh boy, am I excited about this. Because I scroll down. Ambient strings. Always a solid choice. Now, so for those keeping score, so far I've hit a few buttons. And I have a completely instrumental version of this song, complete with the vocal melody done as a string orchestra, right? A string section. Ooh, that has some potential. Now, it's not perfect, like I said. The stem separation, you can even see here with some of these low note things, like it's picking up some stuff it probably shouldn't. So Mixcraft, if you watch this, fix this up a little bit, right? And this is the first generation of this. They introduced this in 10.5. Remember, stems in Virtual DJ were great-ish when they first released. And then 2.0 was mind-blowingly better. If they do that in this program, this needs to be every wedding DJ's go-to program for bride and grooms. Because I can go down here. Where's like a good violin? Let's do that. So, this is big. This is sweet, right? Now, one of the reasons I got Mixcraft in the first place, well, okay, let me backtrack here. The reason I originally got Mixcraft 9, might have been even an 8, was, as I mentioned in an earlier live stream, it was dirt cheap on Humble Bundle. They just flat out, hey, I'll take a chance on a $20 DAW. Why not? And it was good. 10 is great. 10.5 is just pushing it even further. Because the reason I went for the recording studio versus the home studio version, let me rephrase that. The reason I went for the Pro Studio version instead of the regular, I think it's Home Studio or something like that, because they have multiple versions of this software, was this Melodyne integration. As soon as I saw you could right-click on a track and turn it into a MIDI file, I was like, okay, sold. When are they, just shut up and take my money. Then they put it on sale for Black Friday, and I was like, okay, now I'm actually going to give you all my money, and quite a bit less of it than I originally intended. Sweet. So now I have 10 and 10.5 in this because I was like, oh, this Melodyne thing is sweet. And in 10.5, they added stem separation. Now, it is not the best stem separation on the market. You might be better off right now hitting record on Virtual DJ and recording your stem separation stuff separately and then bringing it in or something like that, just because they are ahead of the game when it comes to this stuff. But yeah, like if a couple was like, hey, I want an instrumental version of a song, and I'm just sticking to this song here because it's the royalty-free one that's listed in the stuff underneath. You can hear the those low notes. And by the way, you can go in and if you've ever worked with MIDI, you can just delete those. So I would just stick to, if I was doing this on the quick and on the cheap, I would stick to some like ambient strings from earlier, because the ambient strings cover up a lot of that crap. ooh, a little bit of dissonance at the end there, and I love it. I like dissonance. But yeah, within a couple seconds of clicking a few buttons, I have a great start to building a completely instrumental track for, say, the bride wants to walk down the aisles of this song, but they don't want the lyrics. Right-click, split, right-click, MIDI, go in, cut out some of the extra garbage left over from the stems not being perfect. Right, we're talking 20 minutes maybe of work to get a killer sounding instrumental version of a song. Charge them for it, but oh man, I see the power of this software, and I hope you do too. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna have more of these. I'm gonna edit this video, and then you're gonna see it, and I'll see you in the next one.